Pardon me. Holy Mothman, shed light to the light. You'll regret it. Oh. This is a worthy death.
Impeccable timing. I was just thinking of you. You've gone through great lengths to clear a path ahead for us. The stage has been set for final preparations. We can get to that in a moment. Do you want to hear something fascinating? Did you know that lightning can reach temperatures hotter than the surface of the sun? Energy beyond that of a star, and yet we can survive being struck by it. The lost. Myself. My Cassidy. We live with it inside us, dancing, colliding, beautifully and violently. Invisible forces taking form right here, inside, in a fervent embrace. Chaos contained. Not a miracle, no. It's nature. When I first heard my Cassie's voice, it was magnetic, ensnaring me from across the room. Every footstep perfectly placed, as if I'd done it 1,000 times before. It was a force. A path so clear, so natural, a gravitational pull. Two entities brought together, and a magnificent explosion as a result. Only possible with our meeting. The world shifted at our very presence from that point on. We did the impossible together. No. You misunderstand. When the feral mind began to take her, I feared losing her forever. That spark between us lost its charge. She slipped further and further away. I made a choice. To follow the only path that had provided us any hope. I reignited that spark. I brought her to the device. I pushed it to its limit. I allowed it to impart on us that power greater than the burning surface of the sun.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the...
An accident implies a lack of intent.
Before the storms.
No, it was a choice. The creation of the Lost was no mistake. Its failure to reach completion is, however, a half-step that left them deserted in a reality all their own. But we need to bring them back. All of them. Not just my Cassie. We need to bridge the divide. That is what I'm trying to fix here. That is where I need your help.
I miss research.
Danke dir, mein Freund. Truly. We are so close to a solution now. I've provided Hilda and Audrey with all they need to complete our work. If you speak with them downstairs, they will be able to provide next steps.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while.
Thank you. They are already caught up and will provide you with the information you need. Now, is there anything else? I'd prefer if we could begin soon. We couldn't have come this far without you. I hope you know that.
I'm tired of all the red tape and security checks just to get a breath of barely fresh air.
Oh, I got struck by an idea. Oh, gotta write it down. Where is my notepad?
Believe me, I know. But we are so close now. Think of all the people we can help if we manage to find a solution. I will personally hold him accountable once things are settled. But we need to cooperate for now.
Can we get started already? The tissue samples aren't gonna remain stable forever. Oh great, it's my father's latest hired gun. What are you doing here? Of course, my father's right hand, here to solve all our problems. Fine. It's not like we're left with many options.
We're going to be overseeing a final experiment that could alter the future of this vault.
All of our work is coming to fruition! My research on understanding the lost, Audrey's on the weather machine, but the last piece is Uncle Hugo. Like, literally, we're examining a piece of him. Gross, I know. But once we have the right data, we can run the machine again to reverse the effects of the lost. We think.
Thanks to the flesh of that madman, loath as I am to say it.
My father is the only one afflicted by the machine that has managed to retain his senses. At first, we speculated that it could be related to his sight impairment, but we are certain now there's more to it. He seems to have mutated differently from the other Lost.
The experiments I've been running all but confirmed it.
We think the reason is because he was the one to push the big button, so to speak. He made direct contact with the device. The electricity spread out from him, almost like a conduit.
We are, and have the evidence to back it.
We've been comparing tissue samples from Uncle Hugo with ones from Papa and the others. The behavior from Uncle Hugo's sample is far more complex and responsive to stimuli. It's almost as if he's a completed specimen and the rest are just imitating him.
We've been repairing and adjusting the machine to potentially complete the Lost's transformation, using that monster upstairs as a template.
No. Which is why we run tests first. We aren't simply going to fire up the machine again and hope he's right. We need to be sure first.
That's where you come in. We need you to head surface side and run the experiment for us. We've set up a number of devices that can simulate the effects of,
It'll simulate what the impact of different device configurations will have on Lost cells. In other words, we can test what would happen if we followed my uncle's plan on a smaller scale.
I'll mark the first device for you. We'll make contact once we see it up and running.
Anyone else kind of excited about this? Just me then?
I fear nothing!
later. These your hills no longer. No! Ah!
Running control test. This will show us how added storm energy under the machine's old configuration interacts with their cells.
Why waste our time on this? See the effects of the new configuration.
Control room, James. This is too important for cutting corners.
As suspected. They become further agitated, volatile. They're much less stable than Uncle Hugo's now.
Great. Now we know the thing that was bound to fail will fail. On to the next device. Over and out.
Starting up now. We will be using the new configuration. Our hypothesis is that the samples from the Lost will begin to behave closer to Uncle Hugo's. Come on, science. You can do it!
God have mercy on us all if it can't.
I expected.
They barely changed, but they are reacting to the sample from Father, even from across the table. They're moving toward it.
Let me see, Hugo's. Dear Lord. It's not just that. They're mirroring it, following it. Almost like puppets on strings.
How is this even possible? Did Uncle Hugo know this would happen?
That bastard. He isn't planning to fix them. He's planning to bring them under his control. Sleazy, Vault-Tec scum. I knew it! I'm bringing him into custody. Now!
Oberlin, wait! James! Damn it, he's gone. You're still there, right? There's one more device. Please head there. We have to be sure this isn't some kind of fluke.
Final test now. Audrey, I don't like this. This has got to be a mistake.
Let's finish this out.
Coming in now. Please, please be different. No, it's the same. They're all moving with him. How? Why?
God damn him.
Audrey, we've got a problem. Bastard is gone.
What?
And you, get back here ASAP. Over and out. way to contain the Lost and use them to power the vault. This could be the answer we need. Glad Hilda is back safely. Hopefully her research will be just what we need. Good, you're here. The situation has developed and we're short on time. Here's the sitrep. We've discovered that Hugo didn't leave alone. He's taken Cassidy with him. That can only mean one thing. He's going to activate the weather machine already. Bastard. This experiment was just to distract us. He already had all the pieces he needed. There's only one place. He's likely to reach the meteorology sector any minute now, up at the Hawksbill weather station. Audrey already left to try and stop him, but even with Cassidy, he's gotten too much of a head start. No, wait. We need to discuss what you'll do when you get there. I'll be brief. I need him alive.
You should have arrived a
Good.
few years back.
We need him breathing if we want to learn more about this affliction.
You know.
It'd be years of research lost. Thank you. Expect resistance. But remember, bring him in alive. Dismissed. Glad Hilda is back safely. Hopefully her research...
Finally, I thought you'd never make it. He's locked me out, but I bought some time by disrupting the startup sequence. It's only a matter of minutes before he gets it up and running again, though. I can't believe it's come to this. I hate him. So fucking much! Yes, we are. For good. He needs to die. My God. Did I really just say that? This is really the only choice he's given me, isn't it? Oh, it's true. Please, he has to die. He can't do this again. Believe me, I know I'm starting to sound like I'm losing it too, but this is the only way. I'll begin unlocking the doors to the top floor. Just make your way there. The area is crawling with Lost. Probably his doing. Be careful. I'll be in touch over the loudspeakers. Please, go. Okay, that'll get you in. Just focus on the Lost while I work on the next grid. You're almost there. One more to go. Oberlin! God, you almost gave me a heart attack.
What's the status? We're not vomiting up electricity, so that's a promising sign. Wait, we still haven't gotten to him yet? Pick up the pace. We've got to hurry. What do you mean, kill him? Are you crazy? No, we need him alive.
James, it's too risky to keep him alive. He has to die. He has to.
Soldier, you know your orders. Do not let emotion guide you. We need him alive.
It's too late for that. Please, end this for good.
Creatures near! Creatures near!
It's open. Get in there.
My friend! Schön, dich wiederzusehen. I apologize for pulling the wool over your eyes earlier. I needed a suitable distraction to hold their interest. But I should warn you, any attempt to dissuade me will be made in vain. I recommend turning back while you can. Ha! I hadn't taken you for someone frightened by something like grave danger. Do you not see? My darling standing right here beside me. She walked here with me, followed my every step. Do you not understand what this means? I know the others wouldn't, but surely you do. You are a child. You understand nothing. Months ago, before we ever crossed paths, I stood here with Cassidy just as we had a decade ago. I ran this machine again, hoping, begging for a solution, and at worst, a release from this solitary life. The results were unexpected, more severe than my first attempt. The storm, you see? The shattering of the land around here? A result of that brave step. I'm nothing if not consistent. I made great progress in my second attempt. I was able to calm my Cassidy. Suddenly, she responded to my will. She followed my footsteps. She looked me in the eyes again. In that moment of bliss, we fled away back to the atrium. Hand in hand, like school children, we ran while this devilish machine spun on, sowing destruction. I learned something important about the power I hold. I am the gravitational force they need. I am a vessel for this storm. I can move them, save them. You're right. But the only way to save me is to bring them back. For months, I've pushed Hilda and Audrey toward the solution. I knew it was in me, the signal to shepherd them. I just needed them to isolate it, decode it, replicate it. To teach our machine to dance to my song, to forge a true bridge between me and our lost children. But truly, the last missing piece was you, mein Freund. Without your drive, we'd have been stuck. So, before we end this for good, I do want to thank you again for being a catalyst for change. Now, let's finish this, shall we? I have business to attend to. You know nothing. I can see that now. Free will? Violence is the only will your ilk understands. On guard. You've made enemies with some assistance over here. Be embarrassed. Do not relent. It's so loud. This all you have? You traitor bastard! You traitor bastard! It's worth it for my dear Cassie. You've made enemies with the wrong person. This all you have? Exhilarating! Need some assistance over here. I underestimated your strength, it would seem. I suppose this is an unfortunate turn of events for me, isn't it? So that is your solution? To lock me away like some caged animal? So short-sighted. There's another way. You don't have to end this. You can still help me, if only you'd see things my way for a moment. If only you'd see the sparkle in her eyes. There's hope. She is in there. They all are. I can be the bridge. I just need your help this one final time. That pull between us. Every footstep perfectly placed once more. So please, help me. I have no strength to fight. Do what you will then. Fool.
Good. He's still breathing. Hurry up and power down that machine. We'll come retrieve him when it's safe.
I trusted you. I fucking trusted you.
You did a hell of a good job back there. I knew you'd do the right thing. You've been a good soldier for us. Glad we put our trust in you. Yep, you're one of the good ones, all right. No doubt about it. I'm just glad we're on the same team. Hate to go toe-to-toe with someone like you. Don't. That's exactly how he's manipulated us for years. His mask's off now. He's got no hold over us anymore. I'm sure it feels like he got off easy, but I assure you that's not the case. He's sedated for now, and still recovering from that proper ass-whooping you provided. But once he wakes up, the time for rest is over. The research begins. He's the key to solving the Lost, and we'll see to it that he remains a silent contributor. Couldn't have said it better myself. In the meantime, we'll sort out the mess the sorry SOB left us. So, rest easy. But, look. I can't give you a Medal of Honor. Don't have one to give. But I would, if I could. This goes without saying, but you've more than earned my respect. I hope that means something to you. Don't go turning into a stranger, all right? That's an order. You've been a greater asset than I could have asked for. I'm in your debt.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our, condition.
You've been a greater asset than I could have asked for. I'm in your debt. What do you need? There's always something that needs doing here. If you can, keep an eye on Stoltz for me. I'm sure he has requests for you, and I want to know what he's up to. My office is always open. After everything you've done, well, you're one of us now.
Surely the name is a coincidence. It's a pretty popular name, after all.
Anything else you need?
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
I mean, there were other vaults than ours. Are you really that surprised?
I'm not sure there's enough of us left to do that.
Audrey's pretty angry at what happened, but she'll come around. I'm not her father. She's free to choose her own path.
Got struck by an idea. Gotta write it down. Where is my notepad? Oh, there is still a blank space on the wall. That'll do.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security
These
settings,
jumpsuits don't
nothing to
leave
worry
much
about
room
though.
for expression.
We've kept this place safe for decades. That isn't about to change.
I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and news. Screw it. I miss how it was before. What's up?
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Seeing someone do so much good around here, it's
What do you think, Papa? Yeah, me neither.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old
Thanks
vault
again.
sure was.
Oh, hello. It's coming along. Well, sorta. It would be so much easier if I had access to my lab in organics. Still, it's not all bad. You helped me make a major breakthrough. Soon I'll have it all figured out. Probably, maybe, I hope. Bye-bye, then.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for
Are there
me?
many like us out there? You know, with the
I
skin.
don't have time for a long chat.
Daniel will report in soon.
I miss research and science and discoveries and
She
news.
was the love of my life.
Screw it.
The only one
I
that ever
miss how
got
it
me.
was before.
But I'm not really sure how any of that is
Supplies are
relevant to
starting
you.
to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile.
I suppose you're not wrong there.
You know,
Well, to summarize it, we met in a bookshop. And whilst that might sound romantic, it certainly was not love at first sight.
How's the stone?
We actually got into a bit of an argument.
surface.
But our differences quickly became our common ground. We loved to challenge each other's views and tastes in literature. And whilst we started to love how different we were, my father saw it as a threat. God, that sounds cheesy. I'll stop boring you with this now.
I'll have to keep an eye on Audrey. I think the stress of everything is getting to her.
Having someone with such strong communist views, sweet-talking the heir of his business, built on capitalist foundations. I mean, you can see how he'd find that threatening, right? I still begged my father to allow her to join us in the vault, but to no avail. Shortly after I talked to my father, she vanished. I always thought he was behind all of it. And now I have proof. I can't believe how much she changed, though. To do something so ridiculous like kidnapping my mother? I don't think we could have worked things out anymore. It sounds like she was a whole different person. And now she's gone for good. Anyway, I think that's enough talking about this for me.
No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
I don't have a lot of time, but I can always find some to talk about my research. Where do we start?
You back in here.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
Not quite. I've always been interested in nature and science. I'd spent hours watching the stars as a kid. No, what I actually wanted was to pursue astronomy. But my father needed a specialist and insisted it be a family endeavor. I was put in charge, but my team did all of the heavy lifting. I think they saw my heart wasn't in it, that I was mainly a family figurehead. I guess my research still has me looking up at the sky. That's
Storm is taking a while to dissipate.
almost astronomy,
Maybe we should look
right?
at getting that machine back up and running after all.
You reckon that storm's gonna get worse or better? We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. Before the accidents.
wonder if my internal clock is malfunctioning too. Though it may not look it. Good morning. Lookings and salutations. Welcome to our little trading post. How can I, Murray, be of service today? Well, once the weather went bad, we ran into a spot of bad luck. Whole region became quite the lightning hazard. Though we've been spared any direct hits, most of our camp thought it was time to move on, I suppose. Except me and Wesley, of course. And I'm sure James will be back any day now, with Miss Jewel. He's our mechanic who stayed back due to for feeling a little under the weather. No worries, though. I keep him supplied with freshly boiled water. But between you and me, he's been a tad lazy for some time now. Sleeping in all day and not much for company. Also, my tune-up is way overdue now. James is our camp leader who stayed behind to keep the place going, while the others decided to leave. He eventually left to chase after Miss Jewel. They're something of an item, you see. Wesley and I are watching over the place till he returns with her. I'm certain he will be back any day now. Ask away. Oh, We have an eclectic assortment. Many traders used to pass through here, you see. Fewer now, but enough to keep our supplies stocked. We also have our own locally sourced maple syrup, made from the big tree here, crafted by yours truly, of course. Ta-ta for now. Happy to help you with your shopping needs. If you need any repairs, unfortunately, our mechanic Wesley is a tad indisposed right now. Oh, I do hope that I will come back one day. After all the work James is doing, what have you. James surely must have caught up with his jewel now. I should prepare something nice for them.
No time to talk. These things are gonna kill us all.
I'm not sure who or what these robots are protecting, but it's not us.
not attempt to flee. Justice will be administered swiftly. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Remain calm. Composting will begin shortly. Potential source found. Initialize scanning. We simply can't show wilting flowers at the flower gala. We'll be the laughing stock of the show. Oh, hello there. Welcome to Rapidan Camp, the President's home away from home. You're at Rapidan Camp in Shenandoah National Park. Well, I'm Gumley, the supervisor here. But as you can see, my colleagues aren't the friendliest bunch. I try to keep the grounds in tip-top condition. But ever since we ran out of fertilizer, the sky changed color. It's almost impossible to do so. Oh, goody. Well, yes. President Hoover and his wife, Lou, they used the grounds as their presidential retreat throughout. When his term came to an end, President Hoover donated Rapidan Camp so future presidents could continue to use the camp and enjoy the natural beauty of Shenandoah National Park. Sometimes our presidents still stay here, but from what I can remember, some undersecretaries were stationed here on that eventful day. Oh no! You're wilting! The garden always looks splendid this time of year. I hope that you're enjoying your stay.